तो हेलो। हेलो। साउंड चेक, साउंड चेक। हेलो। साउंड चेक, साउंड। अभी ये इको होने वाला है। ठीक है, साउंड वगैरह ठीक ठाक आ रहा है, वही काफ़ी है। वही काफ़ी है। साउंड वगैरह ठीक ठाक आ रहा है, तो चलो शुरू करते हैं। और जैसा कि देख सकते हैं आप लोग कि मुझे ऑडिट मिली है, पता नहीं कैसे लेकिन लास्ट नाइट, मतलब लास्ट परसों मैंने जब स्ट्रीम कर रहा था एकदम एंड में 6 कह रहा हूँ, सॉरी 4 या फिर 3 इयर्स में सेकेंड टाइम मुझे कोई कैरेक्टर अर्ली मिला है। सेकेंड टाइम, ज़रा सोचो। मैंने होप छोड़ दिया था पूरा कि नहीं मिलेगा। मेरा किस्मत गेंशन इम्पैक्ट में बेकार है एकदम, कैरेक्टर वाइज एंड आर्टिफैक्ट वाइज। लेकिन लेकिन मुझे मिल गई, पता नहीं कैसे मिल गई, और मैं बता नहीं सकता कितना खुश हूँ मैं। थैंक यू निक भाई, थैंक यू। हाँ, तो मैं बता नहीं सकता कि क्या मेरा, एक तो मैं हैरान था, आई वॉज सरप्राइज्ड ऑफ कोर्स, एंड एट द सेम टाइम वॉज रियली हैप्पी। दिस इज़ द सेकेंड टाइम। सोफिया, हेलो हेलो, वेलकम वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम सोफिया, हेलो। तो हाँ, मैं बस क्या कहूँ, मैंने बस ऐसे एक 10 पुल मेरा हो गया था, तो मैंने सोचा चलो कर लेते हैं एक 10 पुल, और मुझे मिल गई। वो भी ज़ीरो पीटी पे, ज़ीरो पीटी पे। मैंने लास्ट टाइम, मुझे मून गॉडेस हमारा मिल गई थी, जिसके लिए मैंने पहले भी ट्राई किया था, मुझे नहीं मिला था, 50-50 था। फिर मुझे वो मिली मून गॉडेस हमारा, और उसके साथ साथ नहीं, उसके बाद मैंने कल जब पुल किया तो मुझे ऑडिट मिल गई। न्यू 5 स्टार कैरेक्टर ऑन फर्स्ट 10 पुल आफ्टर सो लॉन्ग। वो भी डीपीएस कैरेक्टर, जिसके लिए मेरे पास कुछ नहीं लिख, क्योंकि मैं बिल्कुल भी तैयार नहीं था। ठीक है, आई वॉजन रेडी फॉर हर एट ऑल, आई वॉजन planning on getting her. I just did a 10 pull. You know, I saved out for Sui and her weapon, and I got both. Nice, nice, very nice. I don't have any pulls left. Last time I don't remember whom I pulled for, and I think I got. I got for. Who was it? Before Sui, the, I forgot her name. I got her here. Then I don't have any pulls left, I think, and I haven't pulled. So yeah, I will check out Wuthering Waves. Yang Yang, yes, 5 star Yang Yang. I got Yang Yang. last time when I was playing a little bit. I will open Weathering Waves today. I will open, even though I don't think that I will be able to play that well because of the RAM problem and stuff, storage problem. But yeah, I will open it. I was playing a little bit. I was progressing the story few days ago when I was playing. But हाँ चलो यांग यांग मिल गई और ऑडिट मिल गई.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler
और उसके
cherishes
साथ
their...
साथ ये तो हमें फिर मिला था कैरेक्टर लोसा, और उसके साथ साथ एक उसका कॉन्स्टलेशन भी मुझे मिल गया ऑडिट के साथ साथ. सी इज प्रिटी. तीन हटाए बाप रे. तो चलो इसके स्टोरी में इसके स्टोरी में अगर मैं प्रोग्रेस करूँ तो मुझे एक 5 स्टार वेपन भी फ्री मिलेगा जो हमारे मेन कैरेक्टर के लिए है, जो कि सच में एकदम कमाल की बात है कि वो फ्री दे रहे हैं एक वेपन 5 स्टार, वो भी क्रिट. नाइस. तो हाँ, तो चलो देखते हैं कि क्या होता है. मैं चाहता तो हूँ जल्दी से जल्दी वो वेपन मुझे मिल जाए, क्योंकि 5 स्टार वेपन क्रिट डैमेज के साथ, क्रिट के साथ वही काफ़ी है. वही बहुत बड़ी बात है भाई. फ्री मिल रहा है गेंशन में, समझो गेंशन में फ्री मिल रहा है, काफ़ी बड़ी बात है. और मैं आज थोड़ा वीडियोस वगैरह भी देख रहा था, क्योंकि मैंने बहुत टाइम से खेला नहीं है तो बहुत कुछ चेंज हो चुका है. मतलब बहुत सारे नए रिएक्शंस वगैरह आए हैं, तो उनके बारे में मैं थोड़ा सा देख रहा था. और हाँ, हमने ये मून गॉडेस को
I will follow where
90
you
तक
lead.
ले गए हम लोग. परसों हमने जब स्ट्रीम किया था, उसके आर्टिफैक्ट्स भी तो मैंने, क्या कहते हैं, उसके आर्टिफैक्ट्स भी तो मैं बिल्ड कर रहा था, तो मुझे याद नहीं कि क्या कुछ है, थोड़ा सा देखना पड़ेगा. क्या किया मैंने अभी. ए,
This world is full of
और ये चीज़ मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा कि हम वहाँ पर जाते ही हम लोग को क्रायो मिल गया. क्रायो स्टोन. इमरजेंसी फूड इमरजेंसी फूड अभी नहीं है, वो थोड़ा सा रेस्ट कर रही है आई थिंक. तबीयत खराब है. इमरजेंसी फूड को बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो गया था भाई, तो मेरा भी हार्ट एकदम हाथ में आ गया था, क्योंकि उसका तबीयत खराब है थोड़ा सा. एनीवेज, चलो स्टोरी में थोड़ा सा प्रोग्रेस करते हैं, ठीक है, जल्दी जल्दी से, क्योंकि मुझे जल्दी से वो सोड चाहिए 5 स्टार अपना. यहाँ पर एक एनिमी यहाँ पर. अच्छा अच्छा, क्या कुछ रिवॉर्ड मिला है देखते हैं। कॉल एम्बुलेंस but not for Phoenix, for Paimon. Yes, for our little Paimon. I think that it's because Paimon is cute. I think maybe because of that. That's why I have a soft spot for her. Even though many people don't like it, don't know why. But she is cute. And I love this uniform. I think I should call it. Crafting bench. And we get craftable weapons. Even though I don't know that how should we get those yet. तो हाँ वो देखना पड़ेगा मुझे थोड़ा थोड़ा। मैं थोड़ा थोड़ा वीडियो आज देख रहा था काम से लौटने के बाद और काम पे जाने के पहले। मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा कि कैसे देखते हैं, कैसे ये अच्छा यहाँ पर देखते हैं क्या। रिवॉर्ड्स कहाँ पे देखते हैं। Can someone tell me? Where should I get those rewards? Sorry. This is what happens when you keep a lot. अरे मिलेगा कैसे रिवॉर्ड वगैरह।
Pretty good haul. Need a refill.
Yes, I know. That's okay. No problem. Don't worry. We will figure it out somehow. With gun, yes. We can use guns. Not in the real life. I mean, not in the real life in game. But we can do that in the Shadow World, I think. Shadow World, Shadow Room.
Ad Astra Episode.
And here we can get the adventures daily
Ad Astra
rewards.
Episosk.
That's nice. Yes, we don't have to go anywhere else. If we are in the train, we can get it. That's real nice. Can someone tell me where do I get the rewards? Where? It's getting irritating. Yes, I'm tired now, so let's just do the Archon quest. Yes, let's do the Archon quest, and after that we'll try to build our moon goddess a little bit. और मून गॉडेस। फाइनली फाइनली she is just beautiful. I think she is the most beautiful character of all time in Genshin, I think, in my opinion. वैसे निक भाई सब कैसा चल रहा है, क्या कर रहे हो?
Looks like you get what you pay for,
क्या
huh?
कर रहे हो?
Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better now that we're
And
out of
this
the
is
cold.
Paimon.
Oh, thanks for taking such good care of Paimon.
Always.
Honestly, she feels kind of bad for throwing a wrench in the works.
Yes. Emergency food Paimon.
If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. But instead, we're stuck here waiting for a doctor. You're right. No need to push ourselves too hard, and a lot happened on our way into the city. Let's review what we've learned so far and try to figure out what to do next. Obviously,
Anyone
the
who is
million more
watching
question is, what is
who are
this Saritsa
not
planning?
subscribed to the channel, please
Everything else leads
consider
back to that.
subscribing. Subscribe कर लो. I'm doing some workout. Okay. Okay. सब्सक्राइब कर लो क्योंकि बहुत ज़रूरी है। यूट्यूब का सिचुएशन अभी बहुत बुरा चल रहा है और हमने लास्ट ईयर में जो वॉच टाइम बिल्ड किया था वो भी जा रहा है, जो कि हमें फिर से मेकअप करना होगा क्योंकि 1 ईयर का डेडलाइन ख़त्म हो चुका है, तो हमारा वॉच टाइम जा रहा है। एनीवेज,
Sure was. And so far, we've learned that in addition to the 7 Gnosis, her plan also requires but
Turn
we
off
won't get to
energy.
see her anytime soon. Aloysia said that she went east to fight that big mon. It must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya in a snowstorm this awful. To be honest, what we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of information that only the higher-ups in the government would know. Paimon can't think of a few people who might be able to help us. Right. And when we left Nocry, Sandrone specifically left a message so it's unlikely they'd tell us anything confidential about the Saritsa's grand plan. Yeah, fair point.
Non-confidential
Besides, that
information.
Gloopov place is right nearby. We've got nothing to lose. There's gotta be someone there willing to talk to us, right? Maybe Arlecchino, but it's unlikely we could sweet-talk Arlecchino. Let alone Sandrone. She basically told us to stay in her lane already. Yeah, the last time was all the way back in Fontaine, right? Too bad we missed him in Nocry. Apparently...
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in there?
That's Aloysia!
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Aloysia mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the
पाइमोन के लिए
weather.
डॉक्टर आ चुकी है।
I see. So you're my patient today, yes? And you're Faye, I presume?
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but she's definitely not the same kind of Fae as the ones we saw at the train station. Is that gonna be an issue?
पाइमोन talks so much. I think maybe that's why many people don't like her, but it's because our main character does not talk that much. That's why she had to talk. Anyways,
Not exactly.
I love
It's
Paimon.
just, I'm used to treating human patients. Fae tend to be far more resilient than even the healthiest and most long-lived. But don't worry, I do have some experience treating Fae. I've even diagnosed plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to say, I have a fairly eclectic range of...
It'll be fine. Paimon's basically the same as a human, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we? That's just because Paimon knows how to eat.
Now, please
हाँ,
take a
तो
seat.
क्या कर रहे हो? क्या कर रहे हो? सब लोग कोई बात क्यों नहीं कर रहा? बस एक एक जने बात कर रहा है निक भाई हमारे। अभी के लोग क्या कर रहे हो? से समथिंग।
Okay, vital signs are good.
पर इतना
Test
बारिश हो रहा है
results
फिर
are
भी
all
इतना
within
गर्मी है
normal
कि क्या कहूँ
ranges.
भाई।
I don't think it's anything serious. I can give you some medicine to tide you over. But as long as you rest properly for the next couple of days, you should feel better. Make sure to keep an eye on your temperature if you
Temperature.
find yourself
Okay.
with persistent low-grade fever, or if your symptoms don't improve.
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doc.
You're very welcome.
जल्दी जल्दी
Just
करना
doing my
होगा ये
job.
सब।
I'll leave you.
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you rest up here for a couple days. No sightseeing for the time being.
All right, then. Guess we've got no choice.
I have to get back to it. If you need anything else from the doctor or me, go to the Hunter Trade Station in Zolny. The boss there knows how to reach me. Hey, no big deal. You saved my life in the Shadow Realm.
Shadow Realm. Yes. There we can use the guns.
All right. Time to find Child and see what he can tell me.
Time to find child. We have to find a child. Not anyone, but specific one. Can we get some, what do you call those? Yes, recipes. Going there, Phoenix. About life, work. What are you asking about? Life, work. If you're asking about work and stuff, then it's not going well. That's why I'm telling you everything. If you, I mean, of course, those everything is related, but yeah, not going well because of AI. The workflow is really bad. And the industry is going down really soon. I mean, going down really fast. So yeah, it's not going well. So I'm just trying to, I mean, I think if the YouTube works out, then that will be a really big help. But of course we'll have to work for that. We have to work really hard, just like now. After a full day of work, you have to come back and then stream, which means again looking at the computer screen like all day and then sitting. You have to keep sitting in the chair for 2 to 3 hours. I mean, basically I'm working for like 16 hours a day.
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit.
How about you? How is it going back in Japan? I was meaning to ask you. I think I was meaning to ask you. Of course. It's not like I'm complaining about AI because that is important. Of course, that is important. We have to go forward. We have to move forward.
Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. You'll have to apply per the
But,
advertised booking
yeah.
process and wait
I
until
mean,
your invitation letter is
It's
issued.
not okay. It's not okay to entirely crash whole lot of 90%, 80% to 90% industries which are affected by AI. Yeah, your life in Japan. Yeah, I'm talking about that. No one is here watching now, that's why I'm asking you. How is it going? We wanted to hear good news about you.
Might I ask who you're hoping to visit? Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand why people think they can just talk their way in here. You don't just show up and land a meeting with the Harbinger. But I have to go through the motions for protocol's sake. Honestly,
This
it's
is what
such a
I
waste
want
of
to
time
know. How
asking
is
when I
it
already
going?
know what the answer's gonna be.
I mean, it's been a couple of months. So how much you progressed?
Wait a moment. I'll pass on your message. If Child is unavailable, you'll have to go through the proper procedure. Lord Child is a busy man. He's probably not in Glupov at the present. If I were you, I'd cut your losses. Even if you two are old friends as you claim, please understand that the Fatui Harbingers are often busy with their official duties. They tend not to stay in Glupov. Next time, stick to the rules. You'll make life easier for both of us,
Dating, that's nice. That's really nice.
Greetings,
Good
Lady
for you.
Marionette.
I'll take care of our
I'm
guest
happy
here.
for you.
It's his first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that he doesn't know the rules yet. I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings I should be aware of.
No, Lady Marionette. No incidents to... Whew. That was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
Is that right? Good to know.
Syndrome. I
Wait,
think I
where's
will try to
Paimon?
get her next time.
Under the weather? That's hard to imagine. She's always buzzing with energy. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. Happens to a lot of people. It's even colder here than in Nodcry. Has she seen a doctor? I can get you one if... All right, then. Well, let me know if you run into any other problem. Why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown
लगता है
up
इसमें हमें
outside.
1-2 घंटे
No
प्रोग्रेस
appointment,
करना होगा
nothing.
उसके हमारा फ्री 5-स्टार वेपन हमें मिलने से पहले तो देखते हैं
And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I couldn't help but take pity on the poor soul who was waiting outside in vain. So I had no choice but to abandon my freshly brewed piping hot tea and come to see
पता
this
नहीं
mystery guest for
दूसरे
myself.
वीडियोस में तो मैंने देखा कि उन्होंने कहा कि 30 मिनट्स अराउंड 30 मिनट्स के आसपास खेलना पड़ेगा लेकिन मुझे लगता है वो 1 घंटा अगर तुम सब कुछ स्किप ना कर दो जल्दी जल्दी से
Well, I felt our time working together in Nodcry warranted some courtesy. I couldn't exactly let you freeze to death out here in the wind. Unfortunately, I can't invite you inside either. The rules of Glupov wouldn't allow it, and as a Harbin on the plus side, Snezhnograd actually has some class. Unlike Nasha Town. Torchlight Books has a very nice selection of teas and cakes, so we can catch up there. Your treat, of course.
ये that woman मतलब yeah
Because I already wasted one perfectly
she's
good
a
cup
nice
of tea today.
character I mean
That's why.
Syndrome Marionette she acts tough but actually a good person good robot if you specifically want to call her something क्या हुआ बफरिंग हो रहा है अच्छा अच्छा यहाँ पर रास्ते में कौन लेटा हुआ है अच्छा पीछे पड़ा हुआ है अच्छा अच्छा है in chief is
I've ordered for the both of us.
PNG
No
VC मतलब समझ
objections,
में
I
नहीं आया क्या
assume.
कह रहे हो?
I'm sure you trust my taste.
I am sorry, मुझे समझ में नहीं आया.
Okay, let's get down to business. I'm guessing you don't actually have any urgent business with Tartaglia per se. You just want information, right? Wanna take a guess? Of course you'd say that. You shouldn't underestimate Counselor Tartaglia, you know. That's right. I'm sure you've heard of the Snezhnograd Vecha by now. Well,
English
he's busy
word,
preparing
अच्छा.
some paperwork for their next meeting.
Yes. To how do you say that? To show her characteristics that she is a good person and caring, but she holds a strong personality. Yes.
They'll be discussing yet another extension to Project Stuja. It's basically all anyone cares about in Vecha these days. Yeah, he's more of the shoot first, ask
Tomboy.
questions later sort, isn't he?
Not really tomboy, but in Japanese, but how do you say that? Sundare? I think that's how you say that. That she cares, but she shows that she doesn't care.
It all started with a very detailed letter that Capitano left for the jester, Piero,
The jester,
before leaving for
Piero.
Natlan.
Piero.
In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. All of his key people were reassigned to Tartaglia. I guess he'd already prepared to leave us for good all the way back then. But Piero didn't reveal the contents of the letter until the events in Natlan had concluded. That was his reaction, too. Why me? What? He'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. He was a man who kept his thoughts to himself and barely spoke to him the whole time they'd known. But he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So to the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano had quite a lot of respect for his By the rest of us, I mean my tea party regulars. Arlecchino, Rosaline, and... Actually, not Columbina. She was probably oblivious to it. Anyway, then the Liu-S situation happened. Normally, it took a lot to get under Capitano's skin, but that time he was furious. It's not really my place to talk about it, though.
Tartaglia.
You can ask
ask
Tartaglia
Tartaglia
about
about
it
it
some.
some.
Basically,
Of course.
Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along. Right up. Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's
ये सब बातें करने में बहुत टाइम
he
लग जाता
showed
है.
great potential. Plus, he possessed a kind of purity rarely seen among members of the Fatui. Yeah, it's one of the few
हाँ,
things
बहुत
that I'd
टाइम चला
agree
जाता है ये
those two
सब.
have in common.
लेकिन
But
skip भी
there's
तो नहीं
one
कर
other
सकते.
reason why Capitano chose Tartaglia to assume. He knew that after he was gone, several of the others would swoop in on his army like vultures, with the ones who stood to benefit the most being the rooster Pulcinella and Regrator Pantalone. Once they divided Capitano's troops between them, they'd be more powerful than ever. No one would be So, you can see why Capitano chose to hand that letter to Piero, right? Exactly. Piero also needed to back a harbinger as soon as possible. And all things considered, even though Tartaglia has had the support of Northland Bank for a long time, he and Pantalone are ultimately not cut from the same cloth. I'd say Capitano made a good judgment call.
Pantalone.
Anyone
Sounds
else caught
like
in this
pantaloons.
situation would probably feel like they'd been
His
hung
name
out to
sounds
dry.
like pantaloons.
His best course of action will be to distance himself from any shady business, while still maintaining friendly relations with Pantalone, but seeking Pulcinella's support at the same time. What's the point in having a tea party if you don't spill a little tea? Besides, none of this is confidential anyway. Ask any journalist out. You'll see it firsthand if you ever sit in on a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha. All the factional strife, whether open or unspoken, it plays out. Having a voice in the Vecha is the only way to steer policies in your favor. So, every person in that room represents a particular interest group. Pantalone, for instance, represents the financial sector. And Tartaglia represents the Fatui soldier. Personally, I have no interest in political jousting. But since I have a number of engineers and researchers under my command, I have to make their voices heard. Then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vecha. He represents politics itself. Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to mediate. That's what the Tsaritsa values most about him.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are, but also powerless to change it. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved, and the Tsaritsa sitting at the top adds another layer of complexity.
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. So why was Tartaglia the first person you asked to see? I just don't understand. That's all.
Yes, I know.
Anyway, do I really need a reason?
Then this is why I don't like genshin, because you have to hear all of this. You can skip this.
Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart? Fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Always beating about the bush when they talk. Anyway, just ask for my help next time, okay? Little things like this are no problem.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? What?
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's...
Isn't it always?
ठीक है,
I've told you
चलो.
before. Fixing the tracks and transporting ice blocks does not constitute an emergency.
The equipment in Svietlolaitovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a buildup of snow, exceeding the maximum weight limit. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby... Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation. But we're still facing a severe manpower shortage for both the rescue and engineering teams.
Because that's how we progress through the story and get the 5-star.
I guess that's it then. Our tea party will have to end here. I'm the only engineer. Do you actually want to come with, or are you just saying that? Nice of you to return the favor. I'll have a couple of people look after Paimon. They can let her know that you had to step out for a while. And honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's. Between your skills and experience, you'd be reliable. Then let's go. You, take 2 people to Pavoye restaurant. Find his room and watch it like a hawk until if anything happens to Paimon,
I have a suggestion.
you'll
Take
be answering to me.
We can throw it and skip.
Yes, Lady Marionette.
And that's what I want to do, because I have to spend a lot of time hearing this, and I don't want that because I have little time in my hand and I want to finish it really quickly so that I can rest after a long day. Yes, but you don't have the skip button, and actually I don't want to skip either, because
They weren't
if I skip I will
This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them broke.
lose a lot of information what I need to remember, even though I don't remember that much.
From
Anyways,
what I've been told, most of the trapped miners are over in that direction.
I will go rescue
you do that
them.
while I check the rest of the equipment. I'll meet me back here as soon.
Okay. Let's go. Keep like, and go. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, you need these. I can only hear Paimon and... Yes. Paimon and Arlecchino. Let's go.
I have to be getting close.
Don't go any further.
Odette.
It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now. Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnograd. Well, I'm...
Ah, so this is Odette.
Odette.
She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its location.
Her trace is really beautiful.
Let's go.
Let's go. I think I should change. Oh, I can change.
Careful. Something's moving.
Set up. Odette, we have Paimon. No, we don't have Paimon right now. She's resting.
This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent. Witness the snow swan's grace. Pirouette.
Killer conduct,
Begin.
which we will be able to use because we have Odette. We have Odette.
Stay back!
We have to enter. Otherwise, how will we get
The
the
snowflakes.
5-star
Cut it down.
weapon? Black Swan. Now we should activate this. Okay.
I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move.
Yes, of course.
Shadow me.
Halloween thunder! Lightning flash!
Pirouette. Witness the snow swan's grace.
Paimon the Destroyer will save us. I
Together.
don't think so.
Thunderclap!
That was really good. The damage.
Thank you for saving us.
400k.
We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now. Follow this route out. He and I will stay behind to watch the rear.
Thank you. Come on.
His weapon will help us. You know,
I've searched the area.
his weapon
pretty
will
sure
help
the
us a
monster
lot
made a tactical
because
retreat.
his weapon works on Odette too. So as a 5-star character, he will have a 5-star weapon, and that's really good.
Yeah,
Even though
but
it's
with us
not
here,
that-
it won't be coming back anytime
I mean,
soon.
it's not as good as her signature, but I think that's good. I mean, that's also good. I mean,
It may be
have a
small,
5-star
but don't be fooled.
weapon.
It's a ferocious beast. People are just food in its eyes. It's lucky we got here when we did. The
High
trapped miners
graphics
have
is
been
yes,
successfully
of course, high
evacuated.
graphics
Time for
good,
us
and
to
I know
leave.
that every game company wants to up their graphics, but as they're
Wait, this place.
making
There's
the
something
graphics really
unusual
good,
about it.
it's also that the weapon, give me the weapon. Yes.
What is
It's
that?
really cool looking sword. I'm so glad that they didn't make the sword
It's back?
cringe
Guess it
looking.
has family.
Yes, as I was
This
saying,
way.
this
Run.
scene is really epic anyway. as I was saying, that as they are making the graphics really good, they are making it really hard to play for those budget players because they don't have. Also me, I don't have the means to have a really good device to play.
Thanks. Let's get out of here.
And we got the weapon. I think we can get out of here now. And what? And what? Yeah. And we can play Weathering Waves for a little bit because we have to finish the stream too. Weapon. Not for graphics card, you see. No, I don't want to sell my kidney, I need it. Yeah, we also have this weapon I got while playing offline, which is also good for few characters because of the energy recharge. Skyward Blade. Anyways, we have this details. How can we level this up? Get use on the tundra. Okay. What I was saying, yeah. The problem is with the RAM. The RAM. I think the graphics card the 8 GB graphics card is good enough to play, not in like really high settings, mid settings.
Staring
But
into
the
my
RAM
eyes
is problematic because I said it before that for
Everyone's accounted
OBS
for.
I need 4
We
GB
managed to
RAM.
rescue them all.
I mean
We also
OBS
placed a sign at the
takes
entrance to
4
the
GB
cave,
of the
warning
RAM.
people to stay away.
And the graphics for games, the game only gets 4 GBs and that is not good. So I need one more 8 GB stick to play it, to make it playable, more playable. Yeah, but I don't think I can get the RAM anytime soon because of the high prices. If it's like if it was 2500, then maybe it was possible, but not. I'm not paying 7000 or more than that for that RAM. Yeah. So we will just have to wait again. I think in the meantime I will play offline. I can play it offline, you know. I can play it offline, but online. But when I'm online, it's really hard to play because of the RAM.
You really held your own today. Don't think I've seen you before. All right then. Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew I could count. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a F2p mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnograd. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the 2 crowning jewels of the Korolievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodyanitsa.
Why they make the name so hard to pronounce?
On top of that, Odette's also a rising F2p star. It's looking likely she'll inherit the title of the Fair Lady. She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most valued subordinates, too.
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... Never mind. There's no need to bring it up. No point making things awkward.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
I am sorry, but
Equally successful.
I
finished
someone remind
reinforcing
me
all the equipment.
who was Rosiolette?
Took me a little longer without Polonia's
Who
help.
was it?
But the outcome is the same, of course.
I forgot. I completely forgot who it is.
Even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for another 3 months straight, this equipment won't give way. All right, now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard. Sure, but Snezhnograd will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief plan. And I guess I'll have... First, Pantalone needs to approve the budget. Then Pulcinella has to sign off on the plan. Once they've argued it out and that's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smoothly it goes. Yup, nothing we can do about it.
Okay,
There's a whole
just
stack
end
of
it,
incident
just
reports
end
like
it.
this back at the office.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling when that will change with fuel for heating is in short supply. And relief is weeks away. It just feels like there should be a...
Hey, quit daydreaming. When did you get a new sword?
I found it in a cave. It handles pretty nicely.
You have a strange affinity for second-hand swords.
Second-hand swords. What does that mean? Second-hand swords. Second-hand or anything, it's good, and that's counts. And here is child Tartaglia.
Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Miss...
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still recovering from the interrogation the real big shots put me through. Hey, comrade. It's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had in a while. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing you guys just got back from Sviatlo Lajdovka. How'd it go?
It went fine.
Can we take
How
our
about you?
weapon
Any
now?
new developments?
Not really. Same as the results of the mock vote were pretty dire. Pulcinella was fuming. I've never seen the old man so angry.
That's not good news. It takes a lot to rattle him.
Yeah. Obviously, if push comes to shove, there are ways to crack down on dissent.
Sorry, I have to ask something. This is going to sound blunt, but may I?
Huh? Of course.
It sounds to me like everyone's tearing their hair out trying to figure out how to deal with opposition to Project Stuja. But what exactly is this project's purpose? And how can it be so important that even people like you two refuse to stand up for the ordinary people of Snezhnaya?
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't mince your word.
Excuse him? What does he mean, refuse to stand up for
Oh my gosh. How does he dare speak to the Harbingers like...
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Sandrone. Let me explain. I think I understand where he's coming from. If I could, I'd take your side right. In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vecha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away with it. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces. So I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just regular folks from small towns far from the capital. I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Arepasak myself. Things aren't going so swell there either. The Tsaritsa wants to create a better, safer future for the people of Snezhnaya, but she's thinking long term. I don't doubt that from where you're standing, Project Stuja seems to be creating but considering that Tsaritsa's vision
It's
for the
creating
future,
a lot of issues.
these
I
are
know.
sacrifices worth making. Sounds cold, I know. But I promise it's not as... Maybe Sandrone and I can't oppose Project Stuja outright, but we're constantly raising our concerns in Vetchip, and even though we can't put an end to it, there are plenty of other ways to make a difference. We're trying everything we can think of, and so is Pulcinella. I respect Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, and trust her decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a normal guy who cares deeply about my homeland. And my family. There's no way I would ever abandon them.
As contentious as things can get within the Vetcha, there's no selfishness or malice behind it. Everyone the issue is that there's no way of pleasing everyone under the present circumstances.
ठीक
Most of the
है.
time, we're trying to decide on the lesser of two evils, which obviously isn't a great look. But that is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to the Tsaritsa. No one's got their head in the sand here. We're all well aware of the way things are. We're just...
In fairness to Sandrone, she rushed to Svietlo Lidovka's aid the moment she heard... And even Tartaglia, who used to only care about the thrill of the fight, is clearly doing his best to rise to the demands of his new role as counselor.
Hey, come on. There's only so much we can say, so don't press us too hard. Look, I know how untenable the Tsaritsa's position looks if you don't understand her motives. Maybe you've heard already. But she's currently leading her army on a campaign to the east to defeat the monster that's been causing. Striking that monster down will be a significant step in dealing with the present. As laser-focused as she is on realizing her lifelong ambitions, she's still putting time and energy into taking... To me, that says a lot. If she thought Snezhnaya and its people didn't matter in the grand scheme of things, why would she waste her time? Thanks. I meant every word I said, though. I wasn't just trying to...
I still think this adventurer raises a very important... Our two harbingers have made their positions very clear. But there are many others in the Vetcha who must feel trapped and forced to vote again. I think it's a very valuable quality to be willing to speak one's mind, despite the risk of offending powerful figures.
You can say that again. I highly doubt we'd feel the need to explain ourselves so much if we...
Forgive me, adventurer, but might I be so bold as to ask about your background? How is it that you...
Oh, haven't you been properly introduced?
Easier said than done. I like to think I'm not the kind of person who goes around busting open people's old wounds.
I've only learned his name so far, and no details of his experience.
Uh-oh. Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosaline?
No, it's
Who
just...
is Rosalind again? I forgot.
All right. I guess there's no getting around it. This is the world-renowned traveler who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt, cleaned up after the mess I made in Liyue, and then went to Inazuma, where there was a duel before the throne, in which the traveler defeated Rosaline.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each
forgot.
other, so
I
I
really
figured it
forgot
wasn't
her name.
worth bringing up.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. Sorry. I just remembered that we have a rehearsal coming up. Please excuse...
I've mentioned this to you before, remember? She was Rosaline's most valued subordinate. But they didn't act... Not that Rosaline was really the type of person to make friends, but... Death has a way of resolving...
Don't let it weigh on you. Like she said, it was a long time ago. Odette has a very different personality from Rosaline. Give her some time. I'm sure... Oh, by the way, where's Paimon?
She
She's
hasn't been feeling
resting.
well.
She's resting.
So she's resting at Podvorier restaurant.
He's sick. Got
I got a
cold.
couple of my
It's
people to look after her while we were
just
gone.
like us, because it's raining, it's hot, and we have to stay in AC all day, which is irritating because I don't like it so much cold. I mean, I don't like cold that much. When it's okay, I like winter, but not AC. I don't like it that much.
Oh, right. Sorry to hear that. Poor thing. Reminds me of when Tonya was little. She really felt the cold back then. I felt so bad for her seeing her lying in bed. coughing. She was so mature for her age, though. Whenever someone came to visit her, she'd greet them with a smile. I'm sure Paimon's You're a little short on manpower, right? Let me have a couple of my people take over for yours. I'll send my most capable and reliable. They'll make sure Paimon...
Well, that would be great. Your people are more qualified.
Hey, don't mention it. I'm sure you have things to do. Hopefully this takes a load off your mind. So no more accusing me of not being on your side, all right?
Already? That was quick.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our director's recent movements are confidential. If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time. Well, I guess I'd better go sort out Paimon's security situation. I have some other work to catch.
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
I guess everyone's in a difficult position. But Tartaglia's right. I have things to do. To start with, I should ask Alosha if he knows any way to help Svietlo Lydovka.
Just how long is it going to last? It's irritating. It's really irritating. Told you. It will take like more than 1 to 2 hours.
How strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord. It's a very faint vibration, but it's getting stronger as I get closer to the statue. Does this sword have some connection to the statue? But all it does is vibrate. That place I got this sword from was definitely out of the ordinary. Maybe I should try channeling the power... It worked. There really is something special about this sword.
And now we can finally travel a journey into foreign land, all of its new chancellor. Okay. Iterate. Level 20. We can get it to level 90 really soon. The attack increase 16% for 8 seconds after the opponent also the okay.
I don't really understand what just happened, but I'm pretty sure this sword just got a little more powerful. I'll have to try the same thing again when I come across another statue of the Seven. In the meantime,
we have the other statues. I think I opened 5 of them, I think. This is one. There is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to look for the others. There is one. I will first open most of them, as many as I can. One more. Sounds on if in case. Kit damage increased by 6%. Every element there resonate with recently with every will increase by attack 20% for 8 seconds. Nice. On to the next one. In some kind of universe, there are answer how much time you look. Sam has slipped away since someone looked away at the starry sky with such a thought. Okay. Into the next one.
And Kate!
Whereas humans are no different from most born to flame, but so be it, even the most ordinary life yearns to survive. 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 3 more. Where are the others? I don't see them. One, two, three, 4, 5. Hit damage, nice. Hit damage, nice. Nice, really nice. Really nice feather. Really nice. Equip. HP. HP energy recharge. HP percentage. Hit rate, hit HP is good. Defense is not good, but I think it will work. Which weapon again? I forgot. Anyways, let's finish Genshin for tonight. Let's finish Genshin for tonight really quickly. Got our sword, and I think it's level 50 or 60. I think. How much was it? It's already level 90, and no, which one? 80, level 80, and 30% crit rate. That is crazy. And this is my first crit rate weapon. Crit damage, crit rate. That's really nice. चलो
Light it up!
जल्दी जल्दी चलो.
Burn it down! Going in! Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Full throttle!
और ये सब कुछ भी कलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा जाते जाते, क्योंकि ये सब ज़रूरी है. नए मटेरियल्स नए एरिया में कैरेक्टर लेवलअप के लिए बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है.
Light it up!
Anyways, चलो इसके बाद वेदरिंग मुझे पूरा चेकआउट करना पड़ेगा क्या हाल चाल है उसमें. नए कैरेक्टर नए एनिमीज.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dream! Burn it down!
Eat Lolene! Eat Papa! Get him!
कुछ देखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बस मारते रहो और चलते रहो जल्दी से। और इन बुक्स की बहुत ज़रूरत है क्योंकि बुक्स हमने बहुत सारे यूज़ कर लिए। नेक्स्ट ऑडिट को अगर हमें लेवल अप करना है तो उसके लिए हमें बुक्स लगेंगी, जो कि बिल्कुल नहीं है हम लोगों के पास।
Show no mercy! Rise with the sun! Pyroclastic surge!
ये रहा बहुत सारा मीट।
Get to work! I'm going in! Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wrath from the sky! Try and stop me!
Letting grave names echo!
Let's light it up! Show no mercy!
ड्रॉप भी मिल गए बहुत सारे, ठीक है।
Light it up! Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! You two! Time to end them! Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate!
पता नहीं इतनी दूर कैसे आ गया मैं।
fists!
Get to work! Fulfill our pact! Bring it! Let the mountain's veins boil!
Show me what you...
Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Get
Just
light
you?
of the blazing sun!
Just you? Wait.
Gotta... Let's light it up!
Fine.
Get to work!
Just you?
Having sex.
Yeah!
Right there.
I'm going in! You two! Time to...
Just you?
Breath from the skies! What the... You wanna fight? Let's light it up! Light of the blazing sun! What the? Gotcha! Gotta... Is it too much to carry? Here, let me help.
Rise with the sun!
Everybody stand back! Get to work!
Learned my lesson.
Breath from the skies!
Hey, not a bad haul. Something to add to my collection.
कितना सारा है।
Rise with the sun! Letting brave names echo! Light of the blazing sun!
Show no mercy! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Wrath from the sky!
Hip.
ये डेलीज करने में टाइम लग गया। अच्छा हो गया है, ठीक है ठीक है। नाइस।
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Ad Astra.
Weathering waves. Update. क्यों? अरे अभी अभी तो क्लियर किया इतना सारा। क्या करूँ अभी? वेदरिंग वेब्स नहीं खोल सकता मैं। चलो छोड़ो, क्या ही कर सकते हैं अभी। मैं वो अगर क्लियर करने अगर बैठूँ तो बहुत टाइम लग जाएगा। आज के लिए बस इतना ही रहने देते हैं, ठीक है। मैं बाद में देखूंगा क्लियर करके फिर वेदरिंग वेब्स खोलूंगा। आज के लिए बस इतना ही रहने दो। बाय, गुड नाइट, स्वीट ड्रीम्स, लेट्स सी अगेन tomorrow if we can stream. Okay, bye now.